Carlos Ramirez, owner of NBS Audio in Roselle, New Jersey and Daytona, Florida. So Cicada is coming out with a lot of new product for 2025 and 2026. It's actually hard for me to keep up because they keep releasing new stuff. We have the new 5 1/4 for the Gold Wings coming out. We have the CMB spines, which we're going to talk about now. We have the version 2 of the CHX coming. We have the new saddlebag drop-in subwoofer kit that's coming out. We have the new smaller version lid cutout kit for the 2024 and up. We have the new more powerful amplifiers coming out with DSPs built in. Just a bunch of stuff coming out. We have the new lower power carbon fiber mid-bass 8s that will be out soon. It's just a bunch of stuff that they're working on to constantly improve the offerings that we have for our clients here at the shop. Cicada Audio only does motorcycle audio, so they're not distracted in building subwoofers and subwoofer enclosures, and they strictly build motorcycle audio. They do it well, and it's one of the reasons that we deal with them. So today we're talking about the CMB69. Cicada makes a bunch of different 6-mines. They offer the CX, which in my shop we offer as the entry-level factory replacement. They offer the CXX, which is double the power of the CX, carbon fiber weatherproof cone, coax when included tweeter, medium power handling. Then from there it goes to the CMX, carbon fiber, really good frequency response, strong mid-bass, light magnet, and drop-in fit in most applications. Then CH, which is their really loud, really sensitive horn driver, not a lot of mid-bass, but a ton of output. Then they go to the CHX, which is their higher power, weatherproof, carbon fiber, coax. So it gives you a lot of different options, so you're able to pick the right speaker for the right solution for the client. So these are the CMB6 spines. So this is tailored for the client that wants to add mid-bass to the saddlebag without cutting holes in the side of the saddlebag. They did a really good job. This is not the first mid-bass / subwoofer style 6-mine on the market, but this is the first one that fits in a standard lid kit. This fits in a standard Cicada lid kit. Plays down low, plays down to 70 hertz easily. They went with a ferrite magnet to keep the cost down. So reasonably priced. I think they should have priced these a little bit higher, but $400 a pair for a pair of mid-bass 6-mines that's available in 2 ohm and 4 ohm. This is not the be-all, end-all. This is a specific situation-based solution. So I would recommend these for anybody that's got a lot of highs in the front and wants some really strong mid-bass in the back without cutting holes in the side of their bags to do 8-inch or 10-inch mid-bass drivers. Do these sound like a subwoofer? No. Do they have more bass than a standard 6-mine? Yes. The reason I'm saying it's not a be-all, end-all solution, I'll show you in the video. It plays bass really, really good, but it does not play highs. The speaker does not like to play above 1,000 hertz, and I'll show you on the RTA. So if you think you're gonna get full sound from the lids using these speakers, it's not gonna happen. Then there's some shops that are hooking up a tweeter to this 6x9. You're not getting full sound by doing that, because if you look at the frequency response on the box, the speaker only wants to play up to 1,000 hertz. Tweeters don't start playing until 3, 4, 5,000 hertz. So let's say you're tuning the tweeter low. So let's say the tweeter starts at 3,000. The 6x9 stops at 1,000. You have a gap. So that's not a solution that I would recommend. I think the bike's gonna sound kind of funny if you do it that way. You can do it that way if your customer is okay with the way that sounds. But I recommend these on a FLX704 bridge in 4 ohms on each side. I recommend these in 2 ohms if you have an FLX 1400 that you can get around 350 watts to each 6-mine if you do the 2 ohm version. Crossover point, they play really well down to 70 hertz. I haven't crossed over 70 to 1,000, 70 to 2,000, around there playing around with them. That's where I feel they sound the best. 12 decibel per octave, Linkwitz Riley is where I've gotten the best sound, in my opinion, out of them. But since this speaker does not have a tweeter, I recommend something that's bright in the front. So maybe the CH6.5 in the fairing, maybe the CH6.5 in the fairing, maybe the CHX 6.5 in the fairing, CXK kit with a separate tweeter in the grill. It combines really, really well. So far, that's been my favorite setup to run with these. CH in the uppers and lowers, or CH in the upper and CMX in the lowers, with a set of these in the back. Then we have a bite that we just did that had 8-inch mid-bass drivers in the saddlebag. He wanted a little more punch, so we took out the 6 fines that we had in the lids and put these in, and I swear to you, it sounds like he has 4 8s in the bags, 2 on each side. So it's a solution-based speaker. It's not going to work for every application, but for the client that wants to add really strong mid-bass to the saddlebag that already has a 6 fine lid cutting kit and doesn't want to cut holes on the side and lose storage space for 8s or 10s, this is really a solution you should look at. To make sure you're giving the client the kind of sound that he's looking for, I recommend that if he already has a cutting kit, you install one on one side of the lid and maybe a CMX or another 6 fine on the other side, and let him hear the difference so he can hear the frequencies that he's not going to be getting to make sure it's the sound that he wants. But for customers that want to add bump and have plenty of highs in the front, this is definitely a solution for them. $400, so entry-level pricing. Really, really strong mid-bass. I don't think there's another speaker on the market that performs this well, plays this low. There's other, for example, Diamond Audio has the Coax Sub. That speaker has really, really good mid-bass, but it's got a tweeter in it. So a speaker can't do two things at the same time. It can't play loud and low at the same time. It can't play all the way up to 20,000 hertz with a tweeter and all the way down to 70 hertz. So as far as mid-bass, this one outshines the Diamond Audio, in my opinion, unless you were to cross the Diamond Audio over like a mid-bass driver and not have the tweeter play, then I think you get similar results on both. The other 6x9 subwoofer on the market doesn't fit the lid cutout kit, so it doesn't really make sense. If you look at the way the speaker's designed, you can't get that 6x9 sub to fit in any of the lid kits. So it's a very unique speaker. It's one of the only speakers of its kind on the market. I'm going to show you the RTA. I'm going to show you how it plays. And then another speaker that plays really well is the CMX 6x9. This one doesn't play as low, but it will play up to 10,000. So this one, you add a tweeter in the back, or you add a tweeter bridge, and then you get full frequency response. You get really good mid bass from the 6x9 woofer. Then the frequencies that's missing, you get from the tweeter that you add to it. But this one gives you more bass. It just doesn't do well on the top end. So really like the speaker. It's not a be all end all. We're not switching all our 6x9 cells to the speaker, but it's a great addition for the right client that's looking to add more mid bass in the saddlebag and is already getting plenty of highs from the front. Check out the video. The speaker set up, playing pink noise. you can see, the speaker does not like to play above 1000, and it does not like to play below 70 hertz. So I would choose my crossover point from here to here. And that's playing full range. I have no crossover applied. Now I'm gonna apply the crossover and it's gonna clean this up. Now with the crossover applied, this can easily be EQ'd down, this a little bit up, and we have a nice flat response from 80 hertz to 1K. So we switched over to the CMX6x9s just to show you what the difference is in frequency response. This one plays a lot higher, so it doesn't have as much mid bass, but it's got a fuller sound. So the speakers are completely different. As you can see, this speaker plays. As you can see, this speaker plays clean up to 8,000. The bass isn't as low, but it plays down to 100 hertz, no problem.